no one in my family is a CA. So when I cleared IPCC, this was way back in 2013, I had no clue what was to be done after that. But one day when I went to the coaching center, Tapasya in Hyderabad, my tax professor, Karishma ma'am, she asked me if I applied for Articleship, and I hadn't. I didn't even have my resume ready, so I started panicking. But I knew I wanted to do my Articleship only from a Big Four. I started applying. I did the Char Dham Yatra, as you say, for CS. Okay, so the first one is at EY. I literally just walked into the interview, and it's kind of a funny story. I was in a room with a lot of other applicants, and then they asked, who all have the registration number ready, and everybody of course raised their hand, and they asked me, what about you? And I said, I don't know. They're like, why are you here? I said, I just walked in. And then they were really surprised, but they were kind enough to let me stay, and then I gave the aptitude test, and oh man, I tanked the interview after that because I was absolutely not prepared. In hindsight, I'm actually, glad I did not get into EY. No hate though. But do let me know in the comments, how it is at EY. Do you like the culture there, right? So when I applied to KPMG, I was really, really well prepared. Of course, I started off with, I literally walked up to the receptionist and said, hey, I want to apply. Here's my resume. Can you pass it on? Because I had no references, no contact in the industry. And this was, in hindsight, was a very brave thing to do. The receptionist, she was so kind. She said, sure, let me send it to the HR and we'll let you know. And then, that's how it went. But my dad, he managed to find a friend whose son was an internal auditor at a client of KPMG, and that's how I got a reference. And overall, it was a good interview. The HR interview was also really good. Then it was PwC, and I gave the aptitude test, and I think I did really well because I got a call for the interview on the same day. It was scheduled with a director, but by the time I went for the interview, I had got the offer on hand with KPMG, so I was very, very overconfident going into the interview. It was with a director, and I know then I was a little bit immature too, so I don't know, in that flow, I asked the director, after the Satyam scandal, how has PwC been handling it? Are there good enough clients? I don't know, maybe it pissed him off. The interview I thought went okay, but of course I was rejected from PwC. Okay, so with Deloitte, I tried again going to their place with my resume, but the security guard never allowed me in. So my resume never reached them, and I never got an opportunity to interview with Deloitte. But I knew even back then that Deloitte was the least paying of all the Big Four. I don't know if that is still true, so let me know in the comments as well. So if you're somebody who's looking to get into Big Four or a top tier firm for your articleship, you must ensure you have some sort of reference of an employee who's already working there. Try to get that either via your connections or via your family or via LinkedIn. Try cold messaging a lot of people, and I'm sure somebody would respond and sort of help you, because I know these employees get some sort of bonus as well in terms of a referral. So definitely try that out. But I also know a lot of firms like KPMG have it as an open process. You can directly apply via their websites, which I really like about KPMG. So do that as well.